Fiscal periods exist in one of three possible states: open, closing, and closed. The current state of each fiscal period is indicated under the status column. To change the status of a fiscal period, click its status value to expose a selection menu. A fiscal period status can only be changed under certain conditions. This will be explained in more detail. Open status means the BudgetEngine spreadsheet for that fiscal period receives data directly from the HR and bank loan modules. This process is fully automated and occurs without additional user interaction. As part of the process to close the company's books for a fiscal period, an administrator can click the period status entry to move the fiscal period into a closing state. When a BudgetEngine fiscal period is changed to closing, data is no longer automatically written to the spreadsheet from the data modules. Any changes to data must be performed within the spreadsheet itself. After a fiscal period has been moved from its open status to closing or closed, it cannot be returned back to its original open state. An important BudgetEngine function that is only available while the fiscal period is in a closing state is the accounting data upload function. This allows you to consolidate data from other systems as part of the process to close the fiscal period. Finally, after all changes to data have been made and the books closed for a fiscal period, you can move a closing fiscal period to a closed state. Data within closed fiscal periods cannot be edited and appear in the BudgetEngine spreadsheet as locked, read-only cells. It is possible to place multiple fiscal periods into a closing state at once. However, you can only move closing fiscal periods to closed status one at a time, starting with the earliest closing period. If it is necessary to adjust data within a fiscal period that has already been closed, you can do this by moving the closed period back to a closing state. Only the latest closed fiscal period can be moved back to a closing status. If you need to modify the data of an earlier closed period, you must work backward and sequentially unclose each period until you are able to unlock the required fiscal period.